Total speculation and just for funsies, and this could never be proven. However, could Job have been Jesus' direct ancestor? Yes. So I figured that Job and Abraham's father were living in the same generation, possibly even brothers. Well, Terah, that's Abraham's father, was 130 years old when he had him. So if Job were to be, let's say, right here. Now, the Bible mentions 3 of his daughters once he'd been restored. Jemima, Keziah, and Karen Hapach. Why is it specifically naming those 3 daughters? Since women were still going through menopause around 50, 60, 70, I don't even think so. And we know this because Abraham, his wife, was 90 when she had her first kid. And they were laughing like, oh no, women are like, she's too old, right? So despite the fact that they were living longer, that means that Abraham's mother was a lot younger than his father. She definitely wasn't the same age. So it's reasonable that these 2 could be in the same generation. Let's say Job fits here on Abraham's mother's side. Then the daughters mentioned, right? Followed by her daughter. Then having Abram. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We got 130 years old when he has Abram. Let's say Lot and him are around the same age. And then let's say even if this one was 50 and this one was 50, it works. And another reason that I think this is because all of the main characters, okay, not all, but most, that are mentioned in the Bible are Jesus' direct ancestors. We got Ruth the Moabite, which leads back to Lot and the Pillar of Salt, Jesus' direct ancestor. Rahab and Jericho, Jesus' direct ancestor. Aaron, that's right, the father of the Levites. He is Jesus' direct ancestor through his mother's side. I don't know that he got any Moses in him, but anyway, I'm just speculating. Because Job was a great servant to the Lord, why not? Could be a good ancestor to be in your lineage, right? And what about Queen Jezebel mentioned in the Bible? Not Jesus' direct ancestor, but Joseph's. All the kings that are mentioned in the Bible, in Kings, the sons of Solomon and so on, those are not Jesus' direct ancestors, but they are Joseph's. And since there's an entire book about Job, I was like, why couldn't he be Jesus' ancestor? Because it fits, and it could work. Total speculation, I'm just saying. I was trying to work out whether or not one of the prophets, because I feel like he definitely's got to have some prophet in his blood. It's just a thing. I was like, maybe Samuel. But Samuel's sons were assholes. Then I was like, but maybe they are Joseph's ancestors. I don't know. Joseph seems to get the butt end of the stick on the ancestor inheritance. But it's okay because God forgives and he cleansed that line and, went into Mary's husband. So no problem. Yes, these are the things that I think about. Weird, but I don't know. It works.